Welcome, Bestie Alert! Thank you so much for coming. This is a very big day for us.
As you may have guessed from our attire, it is our wedding day today.
Hashtag Team Bride. So you may be a little bit confused because there are no men up here.
And although we are feminists, the reason for that is actually that we both have daddy issues.
Shout out Neff and
Neff and
Keith. So we kind of had to improvise.
So we just mentioned that we have daddy issues, so we are very, very hot.
Yes. So that being said, in case of a fire, please just run away. There are no fire exits.
So please silence your cell phones and pay attention to us.
Yeah. And, to keep you engaged, let's say, we've prepared just a little something for you. It's very exciting. Another day, another sleigh. As girl bosses, we get our way. You might think our jokes are fine, but you won't laugh because we have vaginas in our dreams. Comedy defeats misogyny. Men ruin everything, but women aren't funny. That's why they pay us half the money. Men ruin everything, they shouldn't exist. That's why there are so many lesbians. Oh. Whoa. We know our boobs are magical, but we also want to make you giggle. Even though we wear bras, we can still make you ha 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 in our dreams. Comedy defeats misogyny. Men ruin everything, but women aren't funny. That's why they pay us half the money. Men ruin everything, they shouldn't exist. That's why there are so many lesbians. Oh. If you think our jokes aren't genius, then maybe you have a penis. Men ruin everything, but women aren't funny. That's why they pay us half the money. Men ruin everything, they shouldn't exist. That's why there are so many lesbians. Oh, whoa. Thank you.
Thanks. So next up, we have something very special in store for you. She's fabulous, she's wonderful, and she will be doing stand-up comedy for you all this evening. Here are a few things about Sarah Linsly. She is short-ish with short brown hair that's curly naturally, and bright blue eyes, and they are very big and lovely. She wrote the music that you just heard us sing so beautifully. Was it good? Should we put it on iTunes? Clap if yes. Thanks. Maybe we will. Here's another fun fact about Sarah Linsly. She does not drink beer, nor would she ever. She's so kind and wonderful, and she's my bestie, and we're going to be living together next year. Along with Sarah Bateman, Sierra Calhoun, and Paul Kraut. Speaking of Paul, we're living together this year. It's awesome. So Sarah's gonna do some jokes for you guys, and they're gonna be beautiful. You know what else is beautiful?
What?
Well, shout it out.
What?
Your mom. So anyway, nice weather we're having. I said that same sentence when I saw my therapist at West Day. And here's Sarah Linsly. Woo! And here's Sarah Linsly.
Thank you. I overcame so much adversity just to get here. So hello. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this is a women's comedy set. So do you like my outfit? Thank you. Do I look good?
Yes.
I feel good. I've been taking a lot of time to myself. I've been doing a lot of self-care, which is a formal way of saying I own a vibrator and I've been using it. No, but seriously, I've learned that the secret to self-care is to treat myself like a dog. I go on walks, I give myself treats, and when strange men approach me, I go, so I'm a bitch, but as a dog person, not to be confused with a furry. I do have my fair share of accidents. Something happened recently that I think will be quite relatable to many. Has anyone been shitting the bed recently? Wonderful. I haven't, but I did spill a chocolate milkshake from Denny's all over my bed. And be honest, if you saw a brown stain on someone's sheets and they were like, it's from a milkshake, would you believe them? No? Oh, so you don't believe women? Okay. The milkshake hasn't brought anyone to the yard, and the yard is what I call my bed. It seems to have the opposite effect, hence the vibrator. And it's annoying to be ridiculed about stained sheets, especially as someone who has a period. Because, sorry, I just flipped pages. Because, like, bleeding through happens, and people with periods are expected to be embarrassed about this colorful splatter that they left on a previously blank canvas. And it's like, do you even know about modern art? That would sell for millions in New York. And it's powerful, too, emotionally. People see my pseudo shit splotch, and it affects them. I can't tell you how many people have told me, well, I saw a butterfly at first, but now I see my father. But we love daddy issues here. I have this issue with my father. I have many issues with him, but there's this one annoying thing that he always says, and it's, Sarah, dinosaurs that don't adapt die. And I think that sentence is wrong for a few reasons. Firstly, he uses it to, like, try and convince me to move to Florida with the rest of his family. Secondly, meteor. Thirdly, he doesn't believe in evolution, which, yes, is crazy in itself, but then why would he constantly say something that disputes this belief? I don't believe in trickle-down economics, and you don't hear me saying, Dad, corporations that aren't taxed help people, because that's fucking stupid. Trickle-down economics is like Santa Claus, because the diehard believers are just glorifying some old white guy or are in the second grade. It very much perpetuates a white savior complex. By the way, white savior complex just sounds like a gated evangelical community in Florida. I know I have many family members there. Florida is off the table as a vacation spot for me because it's not relaxing to know that your aunt who is married to a cop and is really into Lily Pulitzer is like at the mega church down the street. Sorry to bring up fashion again, though. I'm just a woman. I found a different way to relax, though, and I promise I'm not going to make another vibrator joke. I recently had a spa day, and spa days are like a rite of passage for women because it's a perfect gift for someone who maybe could be your mother. Like a spa gift certificate is a perfect gift for your high school English teacher, you know? Anyway, I don't want to brag, but my spa experience was pretty expensive. Like, basically, no one else is doing this right now, and it's very chic. Are you familiar with a mud bath? Are you my aunt's pig husband? So imagine a mud bath, but like a shower and with like liquid. And now imagine that my spa experience was me being sprayed with gasoline at the gas station the other day. My friend said that I should stop phrasing it like that because it implies that it is someone else's fault. Wrong. Entirely my fault. And everyone warns you about women's drivers. I think it's time to talk about the repercussions. I was at the gas station getting gas, and the pump made the "I'm done" noise, and I was like, slay. So I tried to remove it. It was stuck, and rather than try to think of any other logical solution, I panicked and I Chinese finger trapped myself, and I just tried to pull real hard. And then gasoline sprayed everywhere, and I was soaked. Very chic. Coincidentally, I soaked myself with gasoline the day that the Supreme Court proposal to overthrow Roe versus Wade was leaked. Quick side note, fuck those stupid cunts. Donate to your local women's center. Anyway, I'm soaked with gasoline on that day, which could lead to a very extreme form of protest. Like, this girl is on fire! Like, yas, Katniss Everdeen. Which would make me look like a very good feminist. Or, hear me out, I don't set myself on fire, right? And I just look like a feminist who happens to be soaked in gasoline. Like, coincidences do happen. I chose the second option, and I go home, I shower, and I wash my clothes. I don't know if there are any mechanics in the audience. No? Perfect. Gasoline is not easy to get out of your clothes. It takes much more than one wash. So I'm kind of like doing laundry, and I'm not thinking, typical woman. So I put my wet clothes in the dryer, and I'm about to start it when I remember that the dryer does the heat thing, and my clothes still reek of gasoline. And so I almost accidentally blew up writer's block, which would again be a crazy form of protest. But I'm not entirely sure what it would be protesting in this incident. It's writer's block, so literature. Women shouldn't read, right, guys? I like that you won't laugh at my sexist jokes. Yes, good for you. You know what I'm saying? So I took my clothes out of the dryer, and I just had this moment where I kind of processed what had almost happened, and I thought to myself, I am the granddaughter of the witches you couldn't burn. Fight the patriarchy. Maybe women shouldn't work with clothes, though. I mean, we all remember the triangle shirtwaist fire, factory fire, right? Yeah. I honestly believe that women shouldn't work if they don't want to. However, I love being a working woman because it means I get to do retail therapy. And it's a very stressful time to be someone with a uterus right now. And if you're nervous, I recommend going to the local Marshalls or TJ Maxx, maybe Target, and just buying the prettiest outfit in sight. You will feel so much better, and they usually let you keep the hanger. If you don't get that one, good luck. I also love being a working woman because I've had a crazy range of jobs. I'm currently a step aerobics instructor, and in the summer, I sing at weddings and funerals, party. I've interned at a law firm before, and I've actually written 2 wills, and I'm willing to write a few more, Samuel Alito, Amy Coney Barrett, and others. But definitely, by far, my least favorite job was babysitting. People think because of my childbearing hips, I have a natural maternal instinct, which is wrong. There are only 2 things that my childbearing hips are good for, and that is being sexy and carrying all of my groceries in one trip because I'm not a fucking quitter. I think children are fine, but I wouldn't want to be around one for more than 5 hours. Quick tangent. I wanted to write a joke about something that would take 5 hours to do, but I couldn't think of one off the top of my head, so I just Googled, what can you do in 5 hours? And it gave me a list of 50 things that would take 5 hours to do, and I'm going to share my top 3 with you. In third, learn how to make cheese. In second, learn how to play 3 guitar chords. And my personal favorite, learn how to differentiate between crows and ravens. Naturally. And each of those would only take 5 hours. So I can be around a child for about as long as it would take me to learn how to play Wonderwall on the guitar. I'm just kidding. That song actually has 6 chords. So it would take me 10 hours to become the worst person at a party who brought their own guitar. And 10 hours is far too long to spend with a child. One time, I was babysitting these 2 little girls, and in typical gross child fashion, one of them poops her diaper, and the older one was like ready to help me change it. She knows a lot of official terminology because her mother has a doctorate in biology to show that she's smart and a bachelor in dance to show that she's still fun. So I'm changing the diaper, and the oldest goes, "Make sure you get all of the poop out of her vagina." And I think that sentence is wrong for a few reasons. I was like, "Kid, I've been shitting my pants for years. I think I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm a professional. They hang my shit in the MoMA." Thank you. That's what I have for you today. And I'm pretty excited about this next comic. To me and to the whole world, because it's just factually true. They are the funniest person alive, actually. So I think you're just kind of so lucky that you're going to be seeing them. And the thing about them is we met in a wonderful way where I was dressed like Paris Hilton and had vertigo, and we went to a comedy show together, and somehow they chose to still be friends with me. So I just have to give it up to Fana for simply persevering, because truly, how did they do it? I'm insufferable. And they are just the funniest, so I'm so excited for you to hear their jokes. Please give it up for Fana. I almost fell off the table.
Hello. I think women cannot be funny, which is why I'm so sure I'm not a woman. I love driving my boyfriend around because it makes me feel like I'm challenging gender roles, because non-binary people can be chauffeurs now, people. It's 2022. What's weird about people is so many people do the same things that I do, but for such different reasons. The first guy to hike Mount Everest, for example, said he did it because it was there. First of all, what a pretentious asshole. Second of all, I have never done that before, but the only reason I would is like, I saw a really big staircase with sturdy railings, or a cute boy said I would look cute at the top. I don't really know what everybody is complaining about with the male gaze. I, for one, think it's really fun. Like, I love it when I walk past a parked car and one of the 2 guys shouts, "Woo, woo," at me, and the other goes, "Dude, what? She's dressed like an RA." I love warm weather because I get to wear a pretty dress. Everybody else loves warm weather because they get to say, "Wow, Fana, you look so pretty in your dress." If it isn't going to be 75 degrees and sunny, my second choice for the weather is a good drizzle, because I always look a little bit sexier when I'm just a little bit damp. Because I look so, like, Twilight and mysterious. And I also smell a lot more interesting that way, because maybe when it rains, it looks like I've showered, but there's really no way of knowing, is there? I know that being vegan is better for the environment and for animals. Like, I know that I should be, but I just can't shake this feeling that I want to perform fellatio on the dick that invented Cheez-Its. Actually, originally when I wrote this joke, I wanted it to be cunnilingus on the pussy that invented Cheez-Its, but sadly, I looked it up, and W.L. Brownlee invented Cheez-Its, and that was a boy, not a hot, hot girl. I think women should be allowed to have a get-out-of-jail-free card. That's not even a joke. We should be allowed to do anything we want, exactly once. If I were a girl boss feminist, this joke would end with, It's only fair because men get to do whatever they want as many times as they want. But since I'm not, it ends like this. I would use my get out of jail free card to steal the printer that makes unlimited get out of jail free cards. I'm so glad that I found my boyfriend on the internet, because if he turns out to be evil in a drastic way, I will get to be immortalized in so many textbooks. In my mind, I feel like Tinder is like a safe-ish way to interact with the concept of internet strangers, because like you can see if they go to your school and what they look like, and so it's safer than the less safe way to interact with the concept of internet strangers, which is what I do now that I am off the market sexually, which is get in arguments with gleeks on the internet. I have some unpopular but correct Glee opinions, and suddenly I have begun to feel empowered to comment these things on Glee Instagram posts, which makes nobody happy. At Gleek, the number 4, life with a Y, and at Stan_Santana_Lopez, I am so sorry for saying things to you like, please lead forward from this interaction with love, and I hope someone can cleanse the hatred in your heart. I don't know if you are 13 or 30 years old, and I don't care, because this is the only way I've learned to talk to internet strangers, because my only other experience was telling men on Tinder that having sex in weird places does not count as an answer to my question, what are your hobbies? I think there are way too many celebrities. You know how sometimes it is the worst day ever? What do you guys do to feel better? Shout it out. That's weird. I didn't hear anybody say, tell my boyfriend I'm made out of poop. That's what I usually do. But my therapist says I should try out some new things next time I am feeling sad. So I have tried telling him that I am made out of pee, vomit, garbage, homework, and vaginal discharge, but so far none of these have made me feel any better. Sometimes I struggle with my self-worth. This is a problem that is unique to me, and it is really hard being the first person ever to not feel happy 100% of the time. When I feel bad about the way I look and the way I am as a person, I scroll through my texts and find someone I forgot existed and frantically text them asking to get ice cream together. I freaking love ice cream. Sorry, haters. Songwriting is really interesting because it's the one hobby I feel I can say with absolute certainty everyone on the planet has attempted at least once, but it's also the hobby with the highest stakes. Because if something goes wrong and your song sucks, there's nothing more humiliating. But at least if you mess up skydiving or bungee jumping, you don't have to live with it afterward. Being gay before you are mentally prepared to be gay is kind of like embezzlement. A lot of creative accounting. No, I just want to be like extra friends with her. Or like, no, you don't understand. I just really like how my Subaru handles in the snow. My most creative loophole was trying to convince my high school boyfriend that he was bisexual. I was like, well, everybody's bisexual, otherwise nothing makes sense to me. And then he was like, okay, so then are you bisexual? And I was like, that's not on topic. It was terrible dating my high school boyfriend, not because he cheated on me, just because he always made me know stuff about forklifts and Rubik's Cubes. I don't really have someone who was the reason I realized I was gay, but I do have a lot of people who I look back and I'm like, oh, that is why I thought she was so beautiful. I wish I was an inventor. I would invent a bra that is fun to wear. After that, I would probably invent a calculator but for girls. To me, there is actually nothing about a man in uniform. What is so special or sexy about someone looking the exact same as everybody else? To me, there's something about a man who forgot part of his uniform. That tells a story. The only exception is a TSA agent. They're always so impressed with how old I am considering my youthful glow and petite stature. I am just so tiny and beautiful, like if a Victorian child became fabulous, that they can't tell I'm not 15 years old. When that TSA agent asks me why I have a full bottle of sunscreen I forgot about in my carry-on, sorry, officer. I just want to have this youthful glow well into the many years we will spend together. Could you get my back, actually? He's like, ma'am, I'm going to need you to remove your shoes. And I'm like, ooh, I didn't know you were into that. Men are made out of poop. That is a fact. I feel bad, though, because women are made out of, like, candy and flowers and stuff. I am half film major, which means I am a poser who cannot have sex without a Quentin Tarantino movie playing in the background, but I am also part Russian major, so I am also really annoying about Dostoevsky's novel Crime and Punishment, which makes me 100% the gleek with the most specific other interests. The real reason I am a film major is because my biggest dream is to have someone write a movie with a character based on me. So if I go to Wesleyan and meet as many film majors as possible and walk around looking hot and or naked as often as possible, the chances that that happens to me are dramatically increased. I would do anything to have a hot movie character based on me, because then when I am a single mom and my children have friends with single dads, I can bring up my favorite movie and tell them, actually, that character's based on me. And he will drool all over my hardwood floors, but because I am a single mom, I will be used to cleaning up messes. And then I will say, get out of my house, you are lingering, because I never pass on an opportunity to humiliate a man. You know how there are those people who die on their birthdays and it's like this interesting tragedy? Maybe that is why I get so stressed out every year on my birthday. It's not that I'm afraid of getting older, I am afraid of something preventing it. When someone dies on their birthday, it's like, aww. I still think that it's worse when it's my birthday and I don't wear the color pink. If I had a birthday without the color pink, I think that is something that would make me want to die on my birthday. I can't believe all of the paintings of Mary are so beautiful, because it's like, guys, she was famously a virgin. It's so weird that we call her the Virgin Mary, because it's like, Jesus had siblings, like she did have sex eventually. You know who never had sex? The Virgin Jesus Christ. The New Testament is so wild to me. I bet you didn't think I would go here. The thing about the New Testament is that I wish I had something else to call it, because I'm Jewish, so to me, that's just any testament, not the Testament. Calling something the Old Testament when I'm Jewish feels like a happily married woman saying, hello, this is my first husband. Or first wife. I think there should be a TV show that's like if Seinfeld was about a hot 19-year-old girl. Not because I think I should be involved in any capacity or that I would ever watch that shit, I just think it would knock Jerry Seinfeld down a peg. But maybe that's not true, because he would probably just try and date her. I love the premise of getting a dramatic haircut or physical appearance alteration after a breakup. That feels like the worst time to make that decision, because it's the first time in a while that it doesn't matter what that gross, boring loser thinks about you. There's more. To me, you may as well live it up and be gross. It's really the grosser the better, because the grosser you seem, the easier it is to win the breakup, because everyone else has to be like, how did you convince someone so hot to like someone so disgusting? You must have the best personality in history. When I have gone through breakups, my impulse has been to make it so I look totally unrecognizable, like from putting acid on my head or something, because then I could be like, yeah, no, it's just time for a change. I want to be a princess because princesses famously do not have homework. At this point, I would even settle for playing a princess in a Disney Channel original movie. I would like to apologize for something I said. Playing a princess in a Disney Channel original movie would not be settling. It would be a dream come true. It would be my life's achievement. It would be the biggest honor a girl could dream of, and I hope I have not undermined myself by getting up here and talking about sucking inventor of Cheez-Its W.L. Brownlee's dick, and how I love the color pink so much that I would rather die than not wear it on my birthday. I feel like there is nothing wrong with me wanting to be a princess. It is a perfect job, in my opinion, because you're kind of in charge, but not with the pressure of responsibility, and your main attribute is being pretty and desirable. The only other career I can think of with the same qualifications is computer scientist. Think about it. If you could change lives with anybody in the world, who would it be? The correct answer is Meghan Markle. She is living my dream of playing such iconic roles as hot UPS girl in Horrible Bosses, and then moving on to bigger and better things, becoming a princess. I wish I was a princess. I just don't think any eligible royal bachelors are that hot or that knowledgeable about Russian literature. I still haven't given up on my dreams of becoming a princess, though. I just think I'd be really good at it. Like, look.
What's up, guys? I'm gonna go to the other one. Fana and Sarah have prepared some jokes for me that I've never read before, and I'm gonna read them for you.
Read them on the mic.
I feel like, is that necessary?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Can I turn it up? I don't think so. Okay, ready, guys? Hi, guys. I'm Nate Simon. Okay.
Come on, Max.
I'm gonna start again. Hi, guys. I'm Nate Simon. This isn't fun for me. You may be confused because that is 2 first names, and you may also be confused because you didn't realize that women could be funny. So let's give it up for Fana and Sarah. Woo! I am Fana's hot boyfriend and a big fan of stand-up comedy, especially Sarah Linsly's. Here are some jokes that they wrote for me to perform for you this evening. I have not read any of these before right now, so here goes nothing. How are you guys? Shout it out. Good. That's so great to hear. Have you guys seen the movie Twilight? I am a film major, and I think it is the best movie I have ever seen in my life. It has everything a movie should have. Vampires, werewolves, and Seattle. What more could a hot guy like me ask for? I love movies. I'm actually something of a filmmaker. I am making a short film right now. For those of you who are not filmmakers, a short film is a movie about someone who is short. I am making a movie about Fana called Cutie Patrol, and you guys should all go see it in the movie theaters. It is 3 hours long, and it is about a young cutie trying to make their way in the big city, who is caught off guard when they find out that tall people can be cute too. Fana is so cute, and also fun to be around. Do you guys like Fana? Well, back the fuck off, guys. It's not funny, Tim. Sarah Linsly, however, is completely single. If you think that is okay for women to be funny, you should give her a call. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Adam Lambert. To be a man, you must be wrong. And I am wrong about Adam Lambert. He is... Okay. Sure. He is a wonderful and talented human being, and he definitely did not ruin the remake of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Rocky Horror, Let's Do the Time Warp Again. We all know that Victoria Justice was also in that movie. So if anyone was going to ruin it, it was going to be the woman. Obviously. I really like Fana because I have no object permanence, and they put on lots of different outfits. So it's kind of like I'm dating a million different cute people, not just one. Boy, aren't I the luckiest guy there ever was? So I'm a boy. Boo! Boo! I know. But I promise, there is more to me than you think. I am also dating a hot person whose favorite color is pink. That rhymed, actually. So don't judge a book by its cover. Thanks, guys.
Great job, Nate. We'll take it from here. Leave the comments to the ladies.
I'm leaving.
Oh my goodness, okay.
You guys look really nice.
Thank you.
You guys do not look
Our show has come to an end. We really are glad that you could attend. We hope that you shared some smiles. Perhaps women are funny once in a while. We solved sexism by being awesome. You're welcome. We broke the glass ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. We broke the glass ceiling. Nature is healing. We broke that ceiling of glass, and for that, men can kiss our ass. We told some jokes you'll remember, and not because we have large members. Your favorite comedians. Like, someday we'll tell you jokes again. For now we must say goodbye as we sing our lullaby. Please don't cry, because we broke the glass ceiling. Oh, what a feeling. We broke the glass ceiling. Nature is healing. We broke that ceiling of glass, and for that, men can kiss our ass. Oh yes, men can kiss our ass.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming. I have to pause it before it plays Desperado, but Kristen Chenoweth's cover specifically. Oh no! It's barely a roll along. It's a really good song though. Solved it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming.
That's it.
That's That's the whole show. Tell your friends about it, but then you look stupid because it was one night only. So.
But thank you to our besties who filmed
Yes.
it for us.
Thank you so much. I don't know. I want to thank, I would say, the patriarchy because it gave us something to
Gave us something
defeat.
to make jokes about.
Yeah.
Good material.
And I guess I want to thank you, Fana. Thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you too. This is so exciting. So caught off guard.
And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for coming. Have a nice evening,
Yeah.
everyone.
Go. You can leave now.